I was very much a flight person as a kid. I would rather run than, you know, have to deal with it. But that changed, it did in high school, big time. But when I was younger, a bit of violence was more, there was a lot around school. In primary school I was belted on a bit, and like my stepfathers at the time, he used to beat us kids with, like, you know, he was really good with wood, and he'd beat us with like planks of wood and whatever he could really grab sometimes, and like even when we would cower, you know, and just, you know, we would be saying sorry, we'd still get kicked. I was in gym class, we were all just mucking around with tennis balls and stuff like that, and I threw one, and it happened to land over near where the bloke was who'd been constantly picking on me. And as I grabbed the ball, he grabbed hold of my finger and he wrenched it right back to the point where I felt it was going to break, and almost instantly I headbutt him, and then I tripped him up on the floor, and I just didn't stop. And I just kept on hitting him, and at the time I had long hair. There was blood in my hair, and I freaked out, and I ran out of the school. I just shaved my head straight off. That's why I think I just shave my head now. Every time I get stressed out or something like that, it's just because it was just kind of like washing off the, you know, just all the problem. It went from flight to fight. I was just always a fighter after that. Like, I just wasn't going to let anything get in my way. Yeah, I think my anger does have a lot to do with my history and where I've come from, but I do feel like that my bipolar plays a part in that, a big part, because all the emotions that I get from that, all the anxiety and just the you know, the feeling of being kind of like on top of the world, almost like I feel like sometimes that I'm just like, you're nothing. I'm, you know, yeah, do you know who I am, kind of thing. When I was first diagnosed with bipolar, I think it was just before I was 18. I was never a big fan of the thought of psychiatrists. And then anyways, I did go see a lady up in Joondalup. They've got a mental health clinic up there. I didn't really feel like I was getting anything out of it. Like, I wasn't getting anything from it. I felt like I was just telling her stuff, because I went there the second time, and then she'd just kind of sit there and just listen to me talk, but she wouldn't really give me too much back. She wouldn't really say nothing to me. And then that's when I was just kind of like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I didn't go back to her, and I went back to one other lady, and then that was it.
Come on, man. I got an appointment with my psychiatrist. Come on, man. Oh, come on.
That's why music is so important to me, because, you know, it's like medication, except it affects me in a good way. It releases endorphins, it makes me feel great. Like that song that Clint and I wrote, we wrote a song, Sincere Insanity. I said, like, bipolar, tell me, how did I get it? Do you still love me, mum? Even though I'm infected, I'm still the same boy. I don't want to be rejected, neglected, disrespected, dissected, lab rats, trials and tested. Because in that sense, I felt kind of like, you know, I felt like I was, it's weird, almost like a lab rat, almost kind of like I was kind of like, whoa, you know, that's like something's wrong with me, and they, you know, and they're going to want to do tests on me and stuff like that. That's kind of how I felt at the time. The music is just the biggest thing at the moment where I feel empowered, and like I can stand on a stage in front of 260 people, and you know, I can put my hand out, and when they put all their hands up too, you know, it's just, you feel almost like a leader. You just let everything out, you know, and and you got your hand out, and it's just, yeah, it's unbelievable. I don't know, it's hard to explain how good it is. It's just like better than any drug, better than any fist fight, better than any burn you can inflict on yourself. It's just the you know, point of the pyramid. It's the highest point. It's as good as it gets. Last 5 years, a lot has happened, a big kind of transformation, really. So now Robin is the partner in my life. She's the lady that keeps my life running. The two people in my life. You got Buddy, Robin. You know, when I shave my head, kind of as the metaphor, like I said before, when I shave my head, when I scrape the slate clean of all that crap, at the end of the day we love each other, and you know, nothing beats that time when you just kind of sit together and you sit down and you just kind of won. I'm very easily made happy. I just got my music and, you know, and Robin and Buddy, and that's it. That's all I need, because, you know, it's like my little formula to happiness.